What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hot Book Alert Live. Yes, another week. I guess technically we were off last week, but I did do a live comic book haul, and I showed off some shit. Me and Dino, we showed off some stuff.
I was planning to be there, but as you remember, that was Super Bowl Sunday. And while we weren't having a party at my house, a few people ended up coming over, and my wife had me running around freaking everywhere chasing shit down for that. And so
What do you get for an impromptu Super Bowl party?
all right, so the problem is that if you go last minute, all this shit is gone, right? So like there's a buffalo dip we make, and some of the ingredients are pretty popular, so they disappear pretty quickly, particularly the chips. Just some of the one-off ingredients are just gone. So I ended up running around, a bunch of different stores trying to track some of this shit down. So that's why I missed the show. I was planning on being there, but life got in the way. So
I hear you. I almost didn't make it myself because I was like at work and just everything was running behind. So I almost didn't get to do the show.
When you pushed it back a half hour, I'm like, all right, I'm set.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 2 hours later, I'm like, how the hell am I not home yet?
Right. Right. It seems like a grocery store or like a Walmart type place on Super Bowl Sunday is like literally the last place you want to be.
They
That's
get
what it
cleaned
seems
out.
like.
Outside of like COVID, like I never see the shelves as bare in certain areas, like the chips and certain as they do right before the Super Bowl. Doesn't matter who's playing. And then back in the day when the Pats were in it, like regularly,
I can't imagine. Imagine.
Forget it. Like there was nothing to be found. Forget it.
It looked like the apocalypse.
Yeah, no shit, man. Like, is there a blizzard coming or something? And no, just the Pats in the Super Bowl. All right.
Right. Oh, and speaking of blizzards, has the snow hit you?
Oh, dude, it hit. It hit last night. I went to see Captain America. Drove home in it. It was a shit show. And then I dug out this morning. It was the heaviest, fucking wettest, most disgusting snow you've ever seen in your life, man. Like I was snow blowing, and I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, just like trying to get the snowblower. It was like the worst, man. It sucked, but yeah, I've dug out. Now here's the thing: it's raining like crazy today here, and it's flooding like crazy, and it's gonna drop into the 20s tonight. So I think it's gonna be a fucking sheet of ice across the entire state here tomorrow. So we'll see, but yeah, a shit show basically.
Okay, so the sheet of ice happened last weekend, and just slipping and sliding around. And today, like just a couple of hours ago, I'm just kind of shut off from the world on Sundays usually, and I go outside to I guess take out the garbage, and I look out and I was like, oh shit, just snow past your up to like past your ankle, and like I shovel it just a little bit, right where my car is, and then like I checked up on it, and like it's covered up again. So
yeah. We got that snow, and then the rain came on top of it, so it was basically 5 inches at my house of the heaviest, most disgusting shit you can imagine. It sucked, man.
I don't think there's ever been a winter that I just can't wait to get over with. Like this has been awful.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we're on the, we're halfway through it basically. I mean, Valentine's Day is basically halfway through winter. So we'll see, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Lord Tatman, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Thank you.
What's up? How you doing, man? Oh, so Lord Tatman, I think he got some comics in, I believe, some Golden Agers. So
nice. Hey, can I talk about this book I picked up today?
Yes, let's do it.
You always talk about what's been going on. So I'm gonna take this out of the plot so we can see. But so I grabbed this pulp today, right?
Okay.
Now, Now listen, I am certain that in 1952, underboob was not a thing, right? Now this is future science fiction, so this book is definitely predicting the future. Am I right? Can we get some confirmation from the audience that, you know, man, like boob and under boob in 1952, this book was clearly predicting the future?
It's the future of smut, pretty much.
Well, smut existed in 1952, but it was, you know, it was going in a different direction.
Yeah. It's the future of titillation.
Yes. Yeah, they certainly did, Lord Tapman, but like that aesthetic was not something from the 50s that I ever remember seeing.
I know. Yeah, cleavage, like throughout history, it's always been cleavage.
Yeah.
And never underboob. I guess it comes with being able to show midriff.
Yeah.
In the mid.
But also this had the midriff as well, and that was not a 1950s thing, right?
Yeah, that's a hot cover.
When I saw that today, I'm like, yeah, I'm taking that. Can you
I know, right?
Me, please.
You know what? The new thing now is just to like spec on cool pulps at this point. If it's cheap enough.
I think pulps are the fat pitch. You know how we talk, Carter and I were talking about this before we went live, but we look at these golden age books and we're like, God damn it. You know, 10 years ago, somebody's buying this for $100. It's going for $1,200. I think that's the pulps right now. So we'll see.
The hotter the chick, the hotter the pulp. That's my
on a Hot Book Alert Live, you know, number 1,200. We'll check in on this prediction. So
I know, right? All right. What are we doing? What are we talking about? We got some cool books. We got some really strong sales to talk about. Okay, let's get into the slides really quick. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so here are like a couple of sales. Here are two friends of the show here. We have the Wonder Woman 28 steampunk and the Black Cat J. Scott Campbell.
That Black Cat sold, man. I missed that because I have that on my save searches and I didn't see that. Wow.
Yeah, it just just sold yesterday. So a 9.8 sold for 2,200. I'll be honest with you, that's still light to me. Because I've got this in the 9.8, and I'm just like, there's no way I would let mine go for that.
No, I mean that thing is a very scarce book. Like of the moderns, that's number one on my want list. I've been looking for one, and I might have considered that for 2,200. I probably would have considered that. I probably would have grabbed that for 2,200.
Okay, and we have the Wonder Woman 28 steampunk variant, 1 in 25, CGC 9.8, JG Jones, blah, 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 and that sold for 2,000.
Damn.
Which one would you rather have?
100% Black Cat. That's not knocking the JG Jones at all. I just, that Black Cat's probably top 5 moderns that I've been hunting for the last 2 or 3 years.
Which one is more rare?
I mean, so that's a 1 in 25.
Yeah, both of them. Yep.
Yeah. But that Spider-Man series was super low ordered. They gotta be neck and neck. Maybe the Wonder Woman's a bit more rare, perhaps. I don't know what the census count. We'd have to check them on that, but
yeah. And then we have this Avengers World number 1, 9.8. So we have a signature series sketch by Arthur Adams.
That's beautiful, man. Holy shit.
Featuring Scarlet Witch.
Look at that line work on that, man. God damn it.
Yeah, this is some clean line work. I love this so much. Beautiful stuff.
That's a good looking book.
Yeah,
$1,000 kind of feels like a steal.
It does, doesn't it? It feels like it should. It really, really, really should go for more. But yeah, there's really beautiful stuff. All right. Okay, so the Heritage is doing some toys are ending today. Some Transformers. So I just wanted to look up what some of these were going for. So we've got 14 minutes before this Jazz.
Ooh, look at that Jazz, man.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's going to go meaningfully above that 4,400?
Ugh. Dude, there is something about these Heritage auctions that just don't jibe with me to where it just feels way
where reality is.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know, like, I'm not trying to start a conspiracy here, that Heritage can bid up their own books legally.
Oh,
it's disclosed.
really?
So that's not like, crazy conspiracy. That is disclosed in their thing that they can bid up their own books or whatever, their own items, not even books, whatever. They can bid up whatever their own shit. So, because I've been outbid on so much shit on Heritage where I've come in aggressively above prior sales and got blown out. So
yeah. Okay, so this here, I've got a Jazz. If you checked out my Christmas toy chest video from a couple of months ago, I do have this.
Jazz wasn't my favorite Transformer, but I've always loved this toy, like, above most of the other ones for some reason.
I understand. What I like about this, I never knew what the correlation between the martini logo. I'm like, that's booze, and it never like clicked. And I'm like, they got booze on a kid's toy. I'm like, oh, that is so 80s right there. I love it. And now, like in the reissues, it's not martini, but I think it's like something else. But they got rid of that. But that's cool to me. I like the real world ads that are on these Transformers. And also, like Wheeljack has like a couple of like real logos on his car mode. So I don't know. I appreciate that. See, look at this. 13 grand for a blaster.
Fucking A, man. I had Blaster, man. And Blaster wasn't as cool as Soundwave, but I had Blaster, man.
No. And there's no way it just doesn't feel legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Yeah, it's too much. In my opinion.
Heritage throughout their history has been caught up in some shit that's not so, savory. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Coin stuff back in the day. I mean, there's been more than a few instances of impropriety. Let's just say it that way.
I'm trying to see. Oh, this one. The Springer. This is one.
Man, so I got this for Easter. I remember the Easter I got this. And I fucking was like over the moon when I found this. When I got this thing for and now that I opened it and played with it for fucking years, but like the helicopter blades turned into a sword. Like, this was maybe my favorite Transformer, honestly, growing up.
He's literally my favorite character in the Transformers of the movie. And man, 1,500 doesn't. Okay, so 1,900 with the buyer's premium is the current bid.
I know you've been wanting this. What would you pay for this?
Okay, so this is graded at an 8. So it's sealed, encapsulated, all that. I probably would do like, I'm thinking I would do $2,000 on it. I'm thinking I would, but I don't know. I just don't want to do it through Heritage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, it feels like too much. Yeah. Like if I saw this at a convention and they wanted like 200, you know what? I take that back. I would do probably I would try to do like 15 to 18 if it were graded. If it were not graded but still sealed and still in really nice condition, the box. But it would have to be sealed. I would probably try to do like 15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So this came out, I was a Transformers fan, but this felt like this character's release was sort of on the back end of the euphoria. It had already peaked when this came out. Is that fair to say that like this was not at peak Transformers euphoria, so this was probably lower made relative to some of the other ones?
Absolutely, because Liger Style had the great point here. So after the movie came out, they came up with the imaginary cars, and it started to fall apart. And that is 100% correct. Because the Transformers, they started off as Diaclone, and I think it was like late 70s. They were based on like real cars and just like real things. The Diaclone from Japan, and that's where the Transformers came from. Was just like real world stuff. And then by like the third wave of Transformers around this time, that's when they kind of made up the designs to look futuristic and all that kind of stuff. And that's where things did, like Liger Style said, fall apart.
Right, because they also these Transformers Springer, right? They transformed into three. It was a robot and then two different vehicles, right?
Yeah, a car and a helicopter.
Car.
Yeah. But I like this a lot. This was kind of like at the tail end of the height, but I still want this.
Dude, I remember getting this and like being over the moon. Like I wanted this character so bad, and the Easter Bunny delivered it. Easter Miracle on Easter morning, and I was on another planet. So
damn. And okay, this is one I actually have. I have two of these still sealed. Wheeljack, and like I said, so it has the Alitala. So I think it's an Italian airline. And then there's another like real logo on his other foot there. But I think this looks super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. What did that go for?
It's going right now current $6,000. See, that's too much.
Fucking A, man. Almost $7,000 for that thing. Holy shit.
I just can't see.
Well, that's not even with the buyer's premium, right? So you're talking about $8,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To me, that doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, that's nuts. Holy shit.
And then you got Cup. I did have Cup. 430 Target Master. Okay. So they just basically repackaged it with a little gun that turns into a robot.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else is here? I'm only mainly interested in the Transformers stuff. 1,400 for Scourge.
I had Scourge.
This looked like a tub to me.
Heroes, what's up, man? Thank you for the super chat.
Hey,
much appreciated, man. Not necessary, but much appreciated.
Hey, now, thank you. What's up, man?
What are those Secret Wars going for? There was a few of them.
Yeah. Okay. So
what are they selling? What's that Falcon down there?
Where is Falcon? Okay. 260.
80.
For a graded 80.
All right.
I'm not mad at that.
I the Secret Wars figures, man, like when I see those, they still hit. Like there was not much in the way of Marvel action figures back in the day, and when I see these things, it still sends a wave of nostalgia up my spine.
That and the superpowers, that I still get that feel. Like when I see these, I still get that feeling.
Yeah, same.
And these, okay, so I've got this Black. Is this the Black Claw Wolverine? Yeah, Black Claw Wolverine for a graded for how much was this? 110.
It's not possible, man. Then that bubble went completely yellow, right?
Yes. But I'd say, but still, man, this should go for way more.
Yeah, man. The Black Claws.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't know if it's ended at this. Oh, they haven't. Okay, so it seems like they haven't gotten to like the actual auction yet.
Yeah,
That's what it seems like.
that's got to go for way more.
Yeah. Because I've got a Black Claw sealed and it's graded. Spider-Man, can't go wrong with Spidey. For
I had
$3.90
all of these, man. It makes me a little sick to my stomach to see these things, but
I kind of went behind. I went back and like grabbed these. So I got the Black Claw Wolverine, Spider-Man, Black Suit Spider-Man, Cap, and Iron Man, and then another like regular Claw Wolverine. I think that's what I have. I think that's what I picked up.
I have a Daredevil somewhere.
I never had. I never had Daredevil because I don't think I ever saw Daredevil.
His face, like turns red, basically.
Yeah. We got some superpowers.
Yeah, those are always.
Yeah, this was like, I think this was probably my favorite just because it was just so damn colorful.
Yeah, man, that thing pops. Flash. That pops big time.
And like the action features on it.
Yeah.
This thing.
I had a bunch of these too, man. I had a bunch of these.
I'm still trying to find a Batmobile, a sealed Batmobile.
Oh man, I remember when I was a kid, I was at Service Merchandise, which was it's just a retail store, department type store. And me and my brother, we took one of these things out of the box and we're playing with it in the store. My mom sees us. She's like, "What the hell are you guys?" I mean, she was so pissed at us. We were playing with it like in the aisle. But yeah, that thing was sweet, man.
I would love to get this, and if I could find a sealed Hall of Justice still in the box, man, forget about it.
Yeah, that thing folded up, right? Yeah, I remember that thing.
So okay, so I've got Superman, Batman still sealed. I've got a Joker and a Joker, and I think I might have sold off the Flash. I think I had an international version Flash that I sold off.
I gotta check. I think I've got all the big ones. I think I got Superman, Batman, Robin, Green Lantern, Flash, and Aquaman, I think. And maybe a Penguin.
Yeah, I gotta check and see if I still have a Green Lantern. Because he looks cool as shit too.
Nah, Hero, she didn't have to buy it, man. We got the hell out of there before anybody said anything. But I think that's what she was doing.
She snuck out. Y'all three snuck out in time.
Yeah, man. She's like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" And I think the only reason we did it because we saw something else out of the package, like in the same aisle. We're like, "Oh, hey, all right, this is what people do. They just test the shit out before they buy it."
This looks cool. Oh wow, okay.
That Hulk is cool, man. Holy shit.
Now this is something I've never seen before.
I was gonna say I've never seen that.
Like I've never even seen this like loose at a toy show. You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen that card before. I've never seen that figure before. Yeah.
Nah. Okay, so something to shoot for at the conventions now. Wow. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. And still boxed up? Shit. Hell yeah. Is that it? Let me see if that's it. Anything else? Is this Hot Toy or statue? Ah, statue. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
I know last week Dino and I we were looking at video games that were selling. Here's a Skids from Series 2. Okay. Now this is yeah, Series 2. I think I have like pretty much all of the Transformers from Series 1 that I want.
You have Megatron?
No. Oh shit, never mind. As far as Autobots go. Finding a sealed Megatron, bro. Even in heritage auctions, they're always opened.
Yeah.
Like they'll be graded, but it'll be like a blue label.
Yeah.
You know, like that is freaking impossible to find. I'm afraid of the asking price on a truly sealed Megatron.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be obnoxious.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Yeah, good stuff here. But these prices here, especially for I would say for the Wheeljack, that's like $6,000. That just doesn't feel right.
That's crazy, man. Liger's asking, you have Shockwave?
Do I have Shock? No, I don't have Shockwave. I don't have Shockwave. I had him when I was a kid.
That was the coolest toy with the tapes in it. I mean,
Shockwave. Okay, so Shockwave was.
Sorry, not Shockwave, Soundwave. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
I'm thinking of Soundwave. Sorry, I don't, Shockwave and Soundwave, like in my head, like they get freaking.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is good stuff in here. But I mean, listen, I hope that this I hope this sale for this Wheeljack is legit because I got 2 of them.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, $8,000 almost for that thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a high grade, but you know, still,
it's awesome.
I'm not mad at it. If it's like legit, then shit, I'm with it. I'm not mad at it.
What's Optimus Prime go for, like in an 80 or an 80 or an 85?
I'm thinking like probably in the $10,000 range. That's what I'm thinking.
Wow. All right.
That's what I'm thinking. And you got the what is this?
Oh, the blaster.
Okay. Oh, and the Return of the Jedi laser pistol here. With the you got the KB sticker still on it.
Man, I loved KB. Did you have that in Ohio?
Mm-hmm. They were they were at our mall. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go in there too, man. I love those places. Spent countless hours.
I know, right? This is cool. I like this. How much is this thing? $310 so far. Okay. Decent stuff. Yeah, I don't know what the hell any of this is. Like these kits. Like I see them, but I just don't know what they are.
I've seen these. I see these. I mean, these
these are what, just like Snap-on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think they're just, you just put them together, right? I mean,
yeah. Like I see them, but yeah, they don't grab my attention though like that. Man from Uncle. That's where the Megatron gun came from. Damn, look at this, man. Bro, I was looking up Intertech water guns. Did you have those back in the, did you play with those?
Yeah, man.
I think it's
don't tell me those things are selling for something.
Let's see. Kind of. Yeah, because I was like racking my brain Because I remember playing with like these guns that look real as shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they were water guns.
The pistols were crazy. I had like,
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I was trying to like remember what they were, and this is something that I had back in the day.
wow, man, 250. Wow. Yeah, I had those 100%, man.
No orange tips, none of that punk shit.
No, it's like you had a real gat.
Bro, look at this. I don't remember the orange tip being on here. That's not
That's
right.
$48. That's probably a later one. They weren't doing any of that shit when we were kids.
No. Dude, I remember riding my bike with my Uzi. Like I had like either a Uzi or a gun like that, just strapped to me.
Dude, I would have that pistol like in my shorts, driving my
Yeah.
bike, and be like water be dripping down my pants. Like,
Yeah.
Joe, don't you worry, man. The books are coming. The books are coming.
we like to bullshit around before we get into it. Yeah, this is a book. This is a gun that I used to have. Like this one here.
Yeah.
And so the battery went here, and then I think the clip went in there. But yeah, something like that. But god dang it, we had some fun. All right. So
Those
we talked
disc guns were badass, man. Those disc guns were so much fun. I love. I gotta get one. There gotta be out there. I gotta get one of those things. I had so many of those that I broke over the years, but I love those guns, man. Where you could fire those things out. That was badass.
This one, yeah, this Uzi. I think I had this Uzi.
I'm pretty sure I had that too.
This thing looks so fucking
Look at that clip. It's just like
how did we not die? How did we not get shot?
It was a different time, man. It was a different time.
Man. Beautiful times, man. God. Look at even this Rambo. Look at that. That's wild. That's freaking wild. Like if somebody like walked around with that today, I'd be like shaking in my boots.
Man, the world was just a different place, man. It was a different fucking place. I don't know. You can't compare it.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Okay, so I believe we're going to get into it. Let's get into the slides. All right. So we're going to start things off with Rex, The Adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog, number 4. So this is the first appearance of Detective Chimp. Okay, so I was at a convention, I want to say like 2-3 years ago, right? And I'm like looking around, and there's a dealer. He had it looked like he was processing books, right? And he had that exact book in his hand. But and this book was on my want list, but the cover is just so damn plain that I just kind of like it just didn't compute at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been there way too many times, but yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, so the very next day there was another convention. And I meet up with somebody that I know, and he's like, "Look what I found."
And he showed you this book.
Yes. I got to imagine he probably got it for like maybe $100 or something like that. That's what I got to imagine. And that's when it processed and it clicked. I'm like, oh shit, I missed out. All right, so 35 total on the census, with the highest being the 92. Nice. So 92, 90, 85. And let's see. A 7.0 sold for $3,500 after 42 bids.
All right, that's serious. Could we play a game tonight, real quick?
Sure.
I have no idea what's on the show tonight, but whether it's on Long Story Short or the show 52 and 48, we seem to have a disproportionate amount of books from 1952 and 1948 on these shows. And I don't know if that's just a stupid coincidence or what, but it's just like every time I see those numbers, it just sticks in my brain. So let's just see. Let's just see how it plays out.
I'll make it a point. Okay. Right. Okay, so this is from 52. Let's get a look. Yeah, this is clean, man.
It's beautiful. That's a really sharp book.
Damn it. $3,000 plus. I got to imagine whoever sold this is like super happy.
That book is really, really sharp. How much of a ding do you think you get for that little writing at the top, if anything? How much do they ding for that, do you think? A half point?
Okay, so if this were gone, what do you think the grade would be?
So I'm saying, does it go to a 7.5? Does it go to an 8.0? I mean, it doesn't change the overall aesthetic of the book.
Yeah.
A half point, maybe? Maybe?
I'm thinking for a book like
it doesn't bother me at all. Like,
oh, absolutely not. Okay, so I've got a Spidey 129. That's a 9.2, right? Graded 9.2, and I believe there's writing like this on the back cover. It's a 9.2. So
yeah,
I can't imagine it makes it that much of a difference. But yeah, this thing is really sharp. And the fact that it's such a tough book to find, like in any grade. You know what I'm saying? So this is
because autographs with writing, they'll just say writing on cover. And they even if it's a real autograph, and then they'll just ding it all the way down to a green. It's like when do they look the other way?
Probably on rare books like this. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, because they want the price to be higher so they can get the additional fucking grading, the additional fees. But
Damn it, missed out.
It's a beautiful book, man.
I never find books like. Well, I found a book like this, but I essentially passed it up.
You froze. You froze.
I saw it in the dealer's hand too. Like he was just processing it. I got to imagine he was processing it. He was probably going to slap some like low number on it. You know what I mean? What are we saying? Cops coming all over the place. All right. What are we doing next? Oh, Action Comics number 6. So this is the first from 1938. First appearance of Jimmy Olsen. And there's a panel featuring little Jimmy right there.
Yeah, there he is.
He has yet to kind of grow into his iconic look. Oddly enough, this cover looks more like Jimmy Olsen.
Looks like he's about to get his ass smacked by that gorilla book.
I know, right? But I would say this is the first Jimmy Olsen cover right here. Even though it's not.
Let's just go with it. Whatever.
This right here is what Jimmy Olsen turns into, because I believe that's a camera in his hand. But we'll see. All right. So 55 total on the census. So early Superman, like really early Superman, and first appearance of Jimmy Olsen. So there's a 9.0 qualified. So 55 total on the census, 31 universal grade, and the highest universal is a 8.5.
Wow. All right.
All right. Okay, so
$11,000. Holy shit.
Yeah, for a 9.0. So let's take a look.
A 9.0 qualified.
Qualified. Yep.
Restored. Yeah. Wow. Holy shit.
Okay.
And that's the high on the census, right? So we're talking high.
Yep, that's it. All right. So let's see. Let me see if I can find a better. Okay. Restoration includes color touch, pieces added, reinforcement, tear seals, and cleaned. Huh. Okay.
There's a lot going on. You know what the thing is, when you get these purple labels for color touch, for
Mm-hmm.
some kid who just put a little color on to make his book a little, I mean, that seems like such a fucking stretch for in terms of tagging it restored. We just saw a book with writing on it. It gets nothing.
Right.
Kid decides just to fill in a little bit of blue on his cover because it got rubbed out, and the whole thing gets a purple label. It just seems a little much to me.
It
Now,
should be
this
like,
one obviously is there's a lot more going on, right? Pieces added. Like this was, and people they went out of their way to make this book look materially better. But just
yes.
a little bit of like color that was done unprofessionally by the original owner. I don't know, man. Like that seems way too harsh for some of these books for me.
You think like a little bit of color touch should like maybe constitute like a sliver of purple
Yeah, I
on
mean
the
a little bit of
label?
color touch. I mean, like what's that? Versus like a minor tear? Like just put it on that level. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
change the whole label color because somebody just some kid tried to make their book look a little bit better because they don't do the same thing for you'll see people fill in like the Action Comics with pen up there and it doesn't get hit that
Ah.
hard.
Okay, so that looks like a camera, right? An old timey camera.
I mean that's what I'm seeing, but if somebody wants to say something different, I'm willing to hear.
Yeah.
And that does look like Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, like what he grows into
Yeah.
over time. But yeah, this is I mean, I love covers like these like adventure covers, like these non-superhero, you know,
Hmm.
men's adventure covers. I dig these. So you think you can make out the restoration?
Yeah, I mean, 11 grand for that much resto just seems like a lot, but
I
like I
feel
said, restoration that's clearly just color touch or like
hmm
tape, if they hit it for that, like fine. That was just somebody who owned it trying to keep it alive versus someone coming in and adding pieces. That's a different thing for me.
I don't know, for whatever reason, a purple label on a book this old doesn't bug me.
I don't hate purple labels either. It's just how much resto do you want to like when is it too much?
Hmm
Because you can make it a 9.8 if you were to do ridiculous amount of work to it. I don't know, like
Yeah.
what's the threshold? But honestly, the labels that don't bother me that I'm starting to think more and more about are some green labels. Like if you're buying a beautiful book for the cover and the centerfold's missing, like how much of a penalty do you take for that?
Mm.
I feel like some of those green labels are undervalued, but
Like a coupon missing or something like that.
yeah, I mean, like really, what does that really impact the book? I just think that sometimes they probably get dinged a little bit too much. But this is great. Congratulations to the buyer and the seller on this one.
Yeah. I know. I mean, this is a book I never see. So,
I can't remember the last time I've seen this book sell, to be honest with
hmm
you.
damn, 10 grand.
And this was an eBay sale. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So, if this were Heritage,
Who the fuck knows with Heritage? It'd be $5 grand above or below this price.
yeah. All right. Next up, Archie's Madhouse, number 22 from 1962. So this is
First Sabrina. Yeah.
yeah, first Sabrina Dan DiCarlo cover. Yeah, I see this book. I never see. First off, I never see this book like in the wild. The only time I did, it was like a really ratty copy, and he wanted a lot for it at the time, and that's it. That's it.
I love Sabrina, and I don't remember ever seeing this in the wild.
So the census on this 276 total on the census, with the highest being a 9.2, and then you got a 9.0 down to 7.5, so on and so forth. That's a pretty. I mean, was it from 1962? So
yeah,
I guess you can expect that. Okay, so we had a 5.0 CGC 5.0 that sold for $2,928. Does that seem like a lot for after 40 bids? After 40 bids.
Yeah, $3,000 for this. That seems pretty reasonable.
For a 5.0?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not in it for that price, but I get it. Well, let's take a look at what it sold for historically. Hold on.
Because I would say if this were like maybe an 8.
Archie Madhouse 22. I'm just going to see what it's going for.
Because I'm like, damn, this is like the most mid of mid grades, and it's still going for what? Still went for $3,000.
I mean, I'm not in it for that price.
Yeah.
You said that's a 5.0?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's you have to go, yeah, that's, so I see, so I think I see it going for $1,794.
Mm-hmm.
That was February, so that yeah, that's the high. Yeah, that's, so you said $3,000 for that?
Oh, you know what? I screwed up. Okay, so hold on. Okay, it went for more because it's a 15 cent price variant. Oh shit. It didn't even click. Okay. All right. So if we look up Archie's Madhouse 22.
Oh, I see it right here. Yeah.
Did you even know about the 15 cent variant?
I did not. I didn't even know they had price variants going.
Damn. Yeah, look at, wow. Okay.
Wow. All right. That's pretty cool, actually, then.
Oh, all right. Hey, I take it back. I take it back. Wow.
Because the 9.2 went for $18,000 back in 2021.
Wow. Okay, so now I got to know the story on the price variant.
Is it a price variant based on region, or was it a test market price variant? You know, where they test.
Oh wow. Because I just didn't even read through the the eBay title, you know. Okay, so this thing is pretty rare at this point.
That's cool.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I went from being perplexed to, oh, of course. It probably should have went for more.
That was a steal.
I know. Damn. Okay. Yeah, look at that. This, I mean, it's literally right there. Because usually when I just kind of look at the book, look at the price, and go, oh, okay. And then because I don't want to, because I kind of want to dig into it on the show. So wow. Nice. Thanks. Thank you for that.
You know, it's hard when these first appearances, the character doesn't appear on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it holds them back a little bit. Like if she was on this,
it's like you got to have that and the first cover appearance.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. First Sabrina, Cover. First Sabrina cover. Archie's Madhouse number 27. And that book really doesn't go for too much, honestly. Look at that. Only $80.
That's probably worth grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably worth grabbing.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so I should have put variant where the 22 is. Okay. So USA Comics number 13 from 1944. Beautiful Alex Schomburg world. This is a World War II cover where he's taking on the Japanese. So Captain America and Bucky, they were multi-theater players here. So let's see. Let's take a look. All right, 41 total on the census.
Oh man, I love this.
Now the highest is a 9.6. Does that matter?
It doesn't matter. I just, for whatever reason, I love those censuses where it's like 6.5 is the high and it's everything below. Just they're all loved and kicked to shit. Like these outliers, super high grades, like whatever. They are what they are, but
all right. So we had a CGC 4.5 that sold for $4,200.
It's awesome.
Look at this beauty.
You know that I want to captain one of these Golden Age Captain Americas, but I never think about the USA comics when I'm thinking about getting one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I'll take one. I'll take a Cap. I'll take a USA. Doesn't matter to me because the covers are all hot. Look at that. There's a lot going on with this cover. There is a hell of a whole lot. Damn.
Man, the Americans hated the Japanese at this point, huh?
Do not forget Pearl Harbor. Wow. This is, I mean, they're using a bull. Look at that. They're like, look at that. Look at that. They're running them over with the bulldozer.
Dude, that's nuts.
Okay, I can see why. I can see why this went for so much. Holy cow. Like this thing's got so much going on. You got the planes in the background. You got Cap with the shield about to hurl what is this? A missile or
just a bomb? Just like,
yeah. You got Bucky with the machine gun.
You can see Bucky, man. He was channeling that Winter Soldier at rage.
Bro, does he not look like Winter Soldier right here?
First Winter Soldier. Here we go.
I know, right? He's got that crazed look. Damn. This is so beautiful, man. I'll take. Okay, so you got that rip right there. That, I mean, I don't care if you don't care.
Nah, man. And once these books are behind the plastic, man, I don't know. It just all that melts away a little bit, doesn't it?
I know, right? We need. Okay, is there an actual Alex Schomburg checklist?
Yeah, there's got to be. I mean, I don't have it, but it's got to be huge.
It's got to be like a rap sheet of a like lifelong criminal. You know what I mean?
That's what the funny thing is. Like, I love Schomburg's probably my favorite Golden Age artist. He is my favorite, without question.
Yeah.
And I love these books, right? Like these Cap books, but like they're not my favorite Schomburgs. Like, I love them for their own thing. It's weird. Like, I know what you mean. Associate them with my love for Schomburg. I love these for different reasons. I think the history behind them, but it's weird. It's weird. Like, if I was going to chase a Schomburg, I wouldn't chase one of these. If that makes any sense.
You like, okay, so you would be more after, say, like kind of like a Good Girl cover or something.
I like this. I like his airbrush stuff. His America's Best stuff. Yeah, I like that era. Even like his jungle stuff. I like all of that. Whereas I love the artwork on here, but I don't know if I'm loving it because it's Schomburg or if I just love the period that it's representing, if that makes any sense.
I appreciate it for the art, not necessarily because it's Schomburg.
Yeah, exactly. Like I do love the art, but like if I wanted if I just wanted one Schomburg, I don't know if I'd necessarily chase these. But I desperately want some of these cat books. So it's a massive contradiction, but
I want this one. I want this one before anything else. Well, like I'll take Captain America #1 and this one is next.
Captain America 3 is probably my favorite Captain America book. Now, Captain America 1, just for the history of it, would eke it out, but 3 is probably my favorite Cap book.
Is that the Red Skull cover?
It's the yellow one with the red and the girl in the tube. Like,
yeah. It's called the Chroma Art of Alex Schomburg. Okay, so Schomburg has a hardcover book with his covers. Chroma Art, it's called Chroma, the Art of, you know what? Let's find.
Yeah, that would be sweet to have.
Alex, can I spell Schomburg? SCHOMBURG. See if anything pops up.
That's it right there. Yeah.
1986. Oh wow! Look at this one. Look, got an autographed one.
Damn.
For $100.
That's sweet, man.
For $100. And this is his art right here. So I'm wondering if this was like a hot chick. Like if a hot chick was like somewhere on this cover,
would it command more interest?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
But I don't know, that one that's autographed, shit. Cool. All right. What are we doing next? Okay, Strange Mysteries #11 from 1953. So this is from Superior Comics, Golden Age Horror, of course. All right. So we got 30 total on the census, only 30.
Love it.
And with the highest being a 9.2. And then we go to 8.5, 7.5, and down the line. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we had a CGC 6.0 that sold for $2,200. I knew there was like something. I knew there was like a really strong price for this.
Yeah, that's why I put it on. Man.
Yeah. Is this your type of cover here?
I love this. Yeah, man. Is he on the telephone there?
Mm-hmm.
Who's he calling?
Let's see. Hey, it's me, darling. Calling. I'm calling from the grave.
I'm gonna be late.
If the coffin fits, dial C for corpse. Oh wow. Date with the devil, recipe for horror. Okay.
I think this is brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, this is like horrifying and funny at the same time. Yeah. I love these like Superior Comics too. I mean, this is this is really nice. Beautiful condition. Yeah, I would have been happy with a 6 on this. So if you see this at a show,
what you got on that? What's the best you can do?
Okay, so if they have 2,200, so they'll probably get like what, 85%. Okay, so 85% of 2,200 is what? I want to say 18, but
so you're gonna take 220 plus another 5%. You're gonna take basically $330 off. Is it true that eBay has a maximum fee?
I don't know. I can't imagine they would.
I thought somebody brought that up the other day. Somebody could verify that at like $250 or something. Somebody mentioned that to me.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. But
because if that's the case, like selling high priced books and you're better off selling them on eBay than anywhere else.
I know, right? But that doesn't sound right because eBay nickels and dimes you to death.
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems like it doesn't seem right though. Like it seems right in the on one end, but it doesn't seem right for them to do it.
Yeah, I hear you. Somebody had mentioned it, and I haven't verified it. But if anybody listening knows the answer to that question, that'd be great to know.
All right, what are we doing next? Planet Comics, number 20 from 1942. Okay, so Dan Zolnarowicz cover.
Beautiful.
And, yeah, man. This is my type of cover right here. Got some look at the gams on that dame there.
This is the problem with Pulps, man. We were talking about. Like they're all lights out like this, these covers. Every goddamn one of them.
Yeah, like the majority of Pulps have hot chicks on the cover, like in peril. You know what I mean?
Painted like stunningly.
I think once it feels like once these comics get priced out, then collectors will hopefully turn their attention to Pulps. That's what I'm thinking.
I just think that it's really low hanging fruit. Like they're not all gonna go, but you can get $20-$30 for like stuff that looks as good, if not better than this. And this is fantastic.
This thing is gorgeous. Okay, so 53 total on the census, with the highest being a 9.4, then the 9.0. All right, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of high grades, but okay. So a CGC 8.0 sold for $1,550.
So this fucking seller, man, I've talked to this guy before about some books. Why does he take his fucking pictures this way? It's we see more of his tile than we do of the damn book. Like he hasn't figured out how to get away from the glare yet, or what?
All he has to do is just crop this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can literally crop the entire bottom of that out and get a. I've actually reached out to this guy about a book before. I forget who it was, but
this looks like a nice deal for what, 1,500?
Yeah, I mean, what is this 8.0 again? Yeah.
Yeah. She's got the ray gun in her hand, about to fight off the dragon that has her.
But the problem is, man, she's gonna smack him with it, but like just shoot him in the eye.
I know. And you got the guy in his tighties right there. He's showing more leg than the chick, actually.
Yeah, I mean, what made him think, I'm gonna wear these out today?
Like, even if he does save her, like the fact that he's wearing this, like she's not giving it up.
I think she's done. Unless she shoots that thing in the eye right now, he's about to cut her in half. He's gonna snap her in half. Like, I think she's done.
Nice headlights on homegirl here. She's not wearing a bra, and you see like nice cleavage. You got cleavage and gams.
Wortham would be pissed off about this. Would not be having it.
A woman is showing her skin. But yeah, for an 8.0 for 1,500, man. I know, right? This is like, because I got to imagine. Okay, so let's see. Like, someone probably, like, I can't believe someone actually rolled the dice and just offered, like, for an 8.0, it seems like you would just pay the what, $21.95 for an 8.0.
Listen, man, there's some motivated sellers out there right now, so why not give it a go?
Damn, I'd be afraid. All right. I would have bought that cover over the planet. I just bought. Okay. Yeah, this is a great cover. This is, to me, this is a primo Planet Comics cover right here. All right, what's next? Mystic Comics, number 10 from 1942.
Man, look at this book.
So this is an Al Gabriel cover. Damn, this is another World War II cover here. All right, 32 total on the census, with the highest being an 8.5.
Yeah, I like this.
This is one of those, like,
I've never seen this. I've never seen this, but if I were to, I would be like, all right, let's talk.
Right. Okay. So we had a restored CGC 6.0, restored purple label that sold for $55.50.
Damn.
Shit. Okay, so the way I'm going, I gotta see if this is a variant or something like that. Okay, so
it was a 1 in 25 back in 1942.
I know, right?
These old timelies, though, man, like they fetch a nice amount.
Restoration includes small amount of color touch on centerfold, piece added to centerfold reinforced, cover cleaned.
So everything other than the piece added doesn't bother me at all in this. Clean doesn't bother me. Reinforced doesn't bother me. Amateur color touch doesn't bother me.
Color touch to centerfold, that doesn't even make sense. To centerfold.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so they didn't do anything to the cover, so to they didn't do too much to the cover, but the interior pages.
Yeah, who did this art on this? This is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that's Al Gabriel.
Oh, Gabriel, yeah, you had that. Yeah, this is really good.
This feels like a 40s cover right here. Early 40s.
I would be really happy to own this.
Not even the Nazi prison wall could keep out the destroyer and his charging cycle. Oh, so his name is the Mighty Destroyer. Okay.
Does the destroyer drive his cycle's got a Nazi symbol on his
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, did he huh?
Is he like in disguise, or is he?
I know, right? But this is like the worst disguise of all time.
You don't think the black and red striped pants are too subtle?
Yeah, a little loud, but you know. Damn. This is hot right here. Okay, so 55 for a 6.0, man. Like purple label. I
mean, there were only 24 blue labels of this. I mean, this book in any grade must go for a ton.
Where is the destroyer today? Let's see. THEDESTROYER. shit. Wrong destroyer.
You have to search Golden Age, yeah.
The Destroyer, Marvel Comics. So his first appearance was Mystic Comics number 10. Okay. '2000s. Okay, so Citizen V, Battalion, Everland. Okay. All right, beautiful cover. All right, what's next?
Oh yeah, man.
Okay, Marvel Mystery Comics number 82 from 1947. First Namora, and this is a Ken Bald cover.
Been after this one for a little bit.
I never see this book.
No, it's tough.
And appreciate the fact that she's actually on the cover.
Yep.
Okay. 72 total on the census, with the highest being a 9.6.
Yeah, this book is beautiful.
Let's see if I can try to find the listing. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so a raw copy sold for $24.50.
It was the best offer? Yeah.
Yeah. So they marked it. So from what, 3,200, they went down to $24.50.
Yeah, it seems reasonable. I mean, you gotta put it out there for a lot if you're gonna get a lot for it, but I mean, it's not bad, but it's not perfect.
No, definitely not perfect. Spot right there. It's a little chopped up along the spine there, but
and that's a stain there, we think, right there above.
Yeah, definitely a stain.
Oh wow.
So I'm glad he used this this bright green backboard so you can see.
I mean, it's a very honest way to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. Looking good.
What a book. Got a little tear there on the bottom.
Yeah.
What do you think this is, a 3.5?
I would think so.
Maybe a little better. Maybe.
I would. You know what? I definitely wouldn't call it a 4. I personally wouldn't call it a 4.
I mean, staining they can be really harsh with is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That might be what's holding it back from a 4, maybe. Although it's weird, man. Sometimes they can be so generous with golden. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Well, I'll say that, like, I had that Golden Age romance book, that Matt Baker, that I was really surprised that it came back at a 3.5. So, I mean, I would say if the coming of Namora.
Whose fault was that, Namor or the Torch?
Ooh. Splash. Okay, so there is a cover detachment, right?
This is better than a 2.5 Liger, I think. I've got 2.5s. This looks way better than.
Okay, cover is detached.
Yeah, but I've got a detached covers at 2.5, and they're still more beat to shit than this.
Okay.
3.35, I think, is fair. I think 3.35 is fair. But I would not be surprised if it got better.
All Winners Comics #1 from 1948, featuring the Blonde Phantom.
This is The book's long short has on his watch list show tonight. Yeah, I love this book.
All right. 54 total on the census, with the highest being 292, 9.0s, 290s, 6 8.5s, and 280s.
Yeah, this is an awesome book. Awesome book.
Okay, so a 2.5 sold for $1,500. And I'm trying to see if I got the listing. 1948. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's take a look at this thing. Dang. If anybody wants to look up the grader notes here.
I would imagine this cover's detached.
It looks like it, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Especially for okay. So if this, I would say if the cover was attached, it'd be what, 354 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you got that tear right by the lower part of the W up there. That's pretty pronounced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks where it looks like where the staple is.
Yeah. You got that smudge. Somebody erased something across his thumb there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay, so All Winners Volume 2. I don't know if I said this, but All Winners Comics Volume 2, Number 1. Damn.
Got some chipping down there.
So
it's a beautiful looking book.
Yeah, it's solid, but I can see why it's a 2.5.
Yeah, for sure.
Good stuff though. All right. What's next? Matt Baker cover here. So Teenage Romances number 25 from 1952. So what did you say? 1952 and
1948, 48 and 52 just feels like it dominates when we look at books for some reason.
48 and 52. This is the single mom Matt Baker cover right here. I appreciate this. I like this. Let's try to look up the listing. Okay. So Teenage Romance is number 25, 18 total on the census, with the highest being a 7.5.
So this is a classic Matt Baker romance census. You know, less than 20.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something in the 7s is the high. Sometimes it's the 6s. Yeah, I love a census like this.
Mm-hmm. It feels like people are just now realizing they should like get these graded. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. But the problem is, I don't think these were saved the same way as the superhero ones. You know what I mean? Like they just whoever was reading these didn't have the same love for them, which makes them even more scarce. So
exactly. All right. So a CGC 6.0 sold for $845. So it was a buy it now. It was what, $845, and then it was $950 roughly, and then they took $845. So basically $100.
Yeah, I had my eye on this one. It didn't have enough of what I love from Matt Baker on it for me to really push that hard for it, but I've been keeping my eye on this one. Here's what I love. Like, that dude is not a teenager. Like, she's having a kid. Like, the fact that these are all teenage romances, like...
Wortham should have had a problem with this.
No shit, man.
What are you doing? Babysitting? Yes. I can't tell him. I can't let him find out that I'm married and this baby And this is my. Oh, she's married. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Why
Not a
can't she
single
let him
mother.
find out? I mean, like, what the hell, man? Like,
I know. What's she planning on? Nah, she looks single to me. Sorry. She's married, but the husband skipped out. That's what I'm thinking.
you think so?
Yeah. She's essentially a single mom.
The dude left her with the kid, man.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. This feels like an almost classic cover. That's what it seems like to me. Almost. Not
I
quite.
would be all over that in like a 3540.
Mm-hmm. It's almost there. Oh, there's another Matt Baker. It didn't quite make the list because of the price, but the Teenage Romance is number 13.
Yeah, it's a good looking book.
So this sold for $473 after 31 bids. And this thing is rough. This boy rough.
Yeah, that upper left corner is not up.
Do you think Matt Baker's editors made him take out the cleavage?
I don't know. What does it say? I was too fast for love. What does it say?
I was too fast
for love.
For love, yeah.
She just blew right by the love.
God, look at this. Look at this interior art. Holy shit.
Dude, it's amazing. I mean, we talk a lot about Stevens too. Like, if you look at his interiors, every freaking fucking page is like a cover. Like, they're all just flawless.
Oh my God. Oh. This art reminds me of Alan Davis. His art reminds me a lot of this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Damn. Like everything. Just damn. Great. These panels are so beautiful, man. Look at this. I mean, shoot.
Look how much text they cram in every one of these.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that dude is not a teenager. There's no way that dude.
I think it's like aspirational if you're a teenager,
yes.
But to be heartbroken, constantly heartbroken, it's aspirational. But yeah, I just wanted to take a look at this. But gosh darn it, man, this is a great panel. Damn,
beautiful.
Okay, what's next? What are we doing next? What are we talking about next? All right, now we're getting into the modern age. Now, here's a cover I'd never seen before. Have you ever seen this?
I have. Somebody had collected like all of, what is this? 144. What is that?
Okay, so this is Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, but it's the homage.
Yeah. 141 homage.
141. Yeah, 141.
Yeah. So this is from Star Trek: The Next Generation, The Last Generation. So this is a number 1 from 2008. So this is a J.K. Woodward retailer variant, and it's also X-Men 141 homage with it looks like Wesley and Captain Picard.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a cover that I just saw this thing today, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, I'd seen this, and somebody collected like all of these homages.
I dude, like if I had ever seen this, I definitely would have bought
I've
this.
never seen this in like the flesh. It was on a list.
Yeah. But damn it, look at this. So 6 total on the census. And 598s and 196. All right. And so we had a CGC 9.8 that sold for 250. Now, I'm not quite sure since it's one bid. I got to imagine it was like a buy it now.
So one bids are buy it nows or accepted offers or those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. I got to imagine, man, if this thing like went to a proper auction, it probably would have got more. I don't know. I just never seen this thing before, and like, I'm interested now.
Yeah, I'd love to have this. This is sweet.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. This feels like a long story short book to me.
Absolutely, we need to put it on the show.
Okay. All right. What's next? Luna Snow. Future Fight First, #1. So this is definitely a long story short book.
Yeah, like the last episode we did, it was on the damn show.
So this is a 1 in 25 Young Jun Cho variant. And this is a book that is like, you considered this a ghost, right?
There was nothing on eBay when we talked about this book.
Okay. All right. So when I saw the sale for it, I'm like, this is familiar. And then I tried to do a search for other sales for this book, and I tried to see if any other copies of this book were available.
Nothing, right?
Nothing, not a damn thing. I'll say so. Okay, so let's take a look at the census. So 30, it looks like 32 total on the census, 23 9/8s, 4 9/6s, 4 9.4s, and a 9.0. Very unfortunate 9.0. And look at that, $300 for a 9.8.
Yeah, that's probably, honestly, I think that's probably a pretty good deal. I think Marvel will probably lean into this character. She's hugely popular in Rivals. This thing is super tough to find. I would have pulled the trigger for $300 on this book, I think.
Okay, so you see this listing here. 9.8, 420, basically 425 or best offer.
300 is probably what I offer on this. Right? It's probably where I start. But yeah. I'm not mad at this. I can see this book building into something.
Mm-hmm. So she's in Marvel Rivals, right?
Yeah, she's super popular character in there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, one of my kids, that's the character he likes to play.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, you know who she is? He's like, well, just from the game and from Marvel Snap, but
nice. First appearance is in the War of the Realms.
War of Realm, Age of Atlas, #1.
Now, I bought that book because of the Swordmaster or some shit like that.
Well, he was in the second one. I
think.
Yeah, he was on the cover of the first one, but he's in the second one. But there's Wave, there's Luna Snow. There's a couple other people in that book as well.
I'm trying to see, what are there any other Luna Snow books? Let's see, LUNS.
Yeah, I mean the Art Germ cover is pretty stunning. It's maybe one of her best covers. Like that's maybe one of Art Germ's best covers, to be honest with you. Shi-Hung Lee did a second print of her first appearance. That's pretty cool.
That's right. Yeah. Now I could have talked about this one because this actually sold for more, but this book is kind of like it's still, there's like multiple copies of this book still available. So
yeah, this is the 1 in 50. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right, because there is the third print of the New Agents of Atlas. with her
So
on the
right there is the Ji-Hung Lee one, the Tiger Division book. Like it's not a
yeah.
first, but it's a really good representation of her.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the 1/100, and then there's the second print 1/25, which is pretty tough.
Nice. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to find the new Agents of Atlas, like either second or third print.
The third print is an interior panel. It is her on the cover. It was really tough to find. That book went for crazy money during the pandemic, and I
Oh
had a copy
God,
of it,
yeah, yeah.
and I couldn't fucking find it. It drove me nuts. Like I've got this book somewhere, and no matter where I looked, I couldn't find it.
Okay, so let's see if there are any available right now. Let's
It
see.
doesn't go for anything really anymore. I mean, like nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely out there.
Yeah, yeah. Because when I found mine, I was like, "Oh my God!" All right,
Did you
yeah,
did,
yeah, yeah.
did you sell it when it was on that high?
I think I still have it. I think I still have it.
I had that damn book and I couldn't find it when it was going for crazy money.
I'm actually surprised this isn't going for more. I mean,
It's
yeah,
a
there
lot.
are. Yeah.
Look at all of them. I'm surprised. I mean, 4 years ago, whatever it was, like you couldn't find it listed anywhere. Like there's a lot of these now.
I'm like, all of these should be gone. Just because.
I mean, it's cool, but it's nowhere near her best cover.
Yeah. Is she on like the regular cover? I forget.
Yeah, she's on cover A. She's just one of the many characters on
Oh
there.
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
But
God, I
the
remember.
Ji-Hung Lee did the second print. It was a 1/25, that's like one of the first 1/25 second prints.
Yep.
Which is really, really good looking. And then so it's the version of that one.
Yeah.
Is the 1/25 second.
I think I have this one. I think.
I've got the second. I don't have the 1/25.
Okay. All right. So
But this one, I think this will be something. Will continue to be something over time, just because it's so fucking hard to find.
Yes. Unassuming book, but really tough to find.
I wanted this thing when it came out. I just couldn't find the goddamn thing.
Dude, like you think, like, okay, when a book comes out or a variant comes out, like release day, you'll be able to snap it up. That's not the case. That hasn't been the case for a while for certain books.
And this was before the whole fucking thing went nuts with COVID. This was 2019 when this book came out. So this book has always been a tricky one.
Yeah. What's next? NYX number 3. So first appearance of X-23 Joshua Middleton cover. So this is from 2003. And what did I want to say about this? This book kind of like, I don't know, there's really no introduction for this book, really.
It doesn't need one, but
yeah.
I will say I disagree with a lot of the community. I think this was one of the better covers of this era. This cover is haunting to me. People don't like it. They say it's a bad cover. I mean, I couldn't disagree more. Like this thing is masterfully executed, right? So you got the freaking creep inside the car looking at her out the window with the rain falling. Like this thing is just masterfully done by Middleton.
I will say it's perplexing that like it's a little too edgelord that she starts off as a teenage prostitute.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's a little too 2000s edgelordy. But with that being said, this is still a great cover.
Yeah, obviously it's her first appearance. I mean, she's gone on to become a huge character in Marvel. But yeah, like what Middleton was trying to, I think, accomplish with this, he did.
Yes. All right. So, God, look at this.
And shout out to Bruce. I mean, I know Bruce. Yeah, Laura is his favorite character. So he's a big X-23 fan. So shout out to you, buddy.
Look at the census on this thing.
What's that? I can't even see it. 7,000?
Yes, 7,134 total on the census.
The irony is that this was a relatively low ordered book from Marvel at the time. This series was not, heavily ordered, but effectively everybody's graded their copy of this.
I've got 2 copies. I have one that's still raw, but the other one's like a 9.4. I've been searching for a 9.8 because 9.8s are still relatively cheap, in my opinion.
Cheaper than it should be, I think.
Yeah. Cheaper than it should be.
I'm surprised these things didn't rip harder because, like, her representation in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie was pretty badass. I thought like she was really well done. But I've got a 9.4 of this, but it's not really a 9.4. Like, there's a very pressable defect on the cover.
Yeah.
That I never bothered to get done because I didn't really care at the time, but I think it could be a 9.8.
I'm thinking back to the time where I finally found a copy. I think so. I found a copy for like $5 back in 2011, right? And then I would say like around 2015, I found a copy for 50. And then like in my haul video, I talked about how this book should blow up. And then like, I think like a month later, it blew up.
Yeah, I ended up getting this because I had this series on my pull when I first started getting back into comics after college, and then I was moving a bunch of books to buy the house, and I sold it probably for $50, $70, I don't know, something like that. And then I bought it back when I got back into it for probably $100, something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, this book is a staple of the collection right here.
Yeah.
Of anybody's collection.
I mean, those Turkish reprints came out, but the Virgin, like, it really actually. I don't always love Virgin covers, to be honest with you, but it really, I think, does a lot to show you how well this cover was done.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a car window. It didn't click.
Yeah.
Until I saw the Virgin cover. So
yeah, those are really well done.
All right, look at these multiple sales just this week. And I'm not even counting the signature series. So
I wonder what's going on. I mean, it's a perennial book. I mean, people are just deciding it's time to get back into it, or maybe was she linked to having something in the MCU going forward? I don't know. I mean, she's really well cast. She's young. I mean, she could carry the character for a long time. So
I know, because so this 9.8 here sold for what, $922. So it's under $1,000 for a 9.8. And I've seen copies sell in like the 9.8 sell in the 800 range. So, and that's where I would love to be able to buy one in that range. Yeah. But it's like, but you got to be like quick on the trigger.
Yeah, this book got close to $2,000 at its peak. I don't know if it ever crossed $2,000, but it got close to that $2,000 mark, I think.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Also, the that all new Wolverine 2, the 1 in 25, first appearance of Honey Badger. I remember that wanted to like jump up to the $1,000 range for a 9.8, during the COVID time. But then it kind of just like dropped back down. But yeah, that's another cool X-23 cover.
Yeah, big time. I had a copy of that, but I traded it to Bruce in a deal for the call something that's killing the children, which I had not had. So a great trade. So
yeah. All right. So yeah, I mean, a ton of sales for this week, and another 2000s book that is
this was a very
gaining popularity.
book, man. This was a very and very COVID book too, man. I remember like the hype around this book around WandaVision, where like there was that like engineer everybody was speculating on. They just mentioned people went nuts for this book. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, I forgot to put the info in there. So we just have info. Okay, Matt Broom cover. Adam Legend of the Blue Marvel #1 from 2009. So 1,532 copies on the census.
Yeah, so this book had low orders, right? Which what people hopped all over, but like, has he ever really been that cool of a character? Like, I just no. I get that it's like low print and like I don't know. Like, is he really that cool? I don't know.
No, not at all. He's not cool. Not at all.
There's probably less than 20,000 of these. That's when people say like, when they're saying like Jeff's never going to be anything. I'm like, well, listen, Jeff, that book had even way lower orders than this, and that's like, people actually love that character. Like the people that fucking love Jeff Landshark. Like maybe don't overlook that book. But
do you know the print run of the first Jeff?
It's like Comic-Con had it at like less than 15,000, I think.
Okay.
And this was I think this was like 18 to 19, something like that.
Yeah. All right. So multiple sales this week for this book. A 9.6 sold for what, 187. So they were better off not even having this thing graded. Like raw copies are doing more respectable than.
I mean, this book was doing 500 raw, not even near mint during that period, like in that insane period.
Bro, I remember selling one of my raw copies for 200 and going, oh shit, I undersold it. I remember that outright. I'm like, damn, I should have like tacked on like maybe another like $40. I should have done that, It's close to Marvel or kind of killed. Oh yeah. All right, next up, Gen 13 bootleg 18 Gen 13 bootleg number 18 Bruce Timm variant. I'm pretty sure we talked about this book before
on this show many times on Long Story Short. One of the best, the best Bruce Timm covers.
Yeah, this is like my first like real exposure to like the, I guess you can say the naughty Bruce Timm. You know what I mean?
Sultry Bruce Timm.
Yeah. So that doesn't look right.
That's right. It's super low in the census of this book.
I mean, I took the fucking screenshot, but it still doesn't look right.
It's super low.
Damn. Wow.
And people just aren't grading it, but it's not an easy book to come by. I think I've got one for sure, maybe two, but I always buy this book when I find it.
Oh yeah. I remember finding this at the New Dimension in Elwood City in there, because like they're famous for their dollar boxes. Like one half of the store is just completely dedicated to dollar boxes. And I remember finding this in the dollar bin. I think I might have another copy kicking around somewhere. But yeah, damn. This seems like the book that, like, if you have it, you grade it. You know what I mean?
Well, I've got one and I didn't grade it, but maybe I should.
So 7 9/8, 6 9.6s. So wow.
I mean, for a modern book, 25 and less than a third,
yeah,
or 9.8. I mean, that tells you something.
It's freaking lower than Golden Age.
No shit, right?
Damn. All right. So we had a CGC 9.8 that sold for $600.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Very respectable price. Like, okay, so $600 or best offer, and someone just bought it outright. They weren't playing around. So
I mean, listen, Bruce Timm, and we just did a whole show on Long Story Short on Bruce Timm, right? And I think we talked about this book. So, the drum beat has built on his rare stuff. So
yes, this is this is like when that Bruce Timm that I was like really trying to find, and this was going for like $20 at the time.
Yeah.
So hell yeah. All right, Invincible number 51, second print blue costume variant from 2008.
New series just started. I watched the first episode with my son. He fucking loves Invincible. Like his favorite thing maybe ever produced on screen of any kind. Like just loves this show.
Is there a live action in the works?
So yeah, I mean, supposedly they're doing like this entire Invincible animated thing to sort of flesh out like what works and what doesn't for an animated. So I mean, supposedly, yeah, that's coming, but you know, they're playing the long game on it.
Okay, nice. Okay, even though I don't have any Invincible books really, but it's still good to see. All right, so we had a CGC 9.8 that sold for $850.
Yeah, so there's not many second prints from this run. There's not a ton of variants. Like any of those go for a grip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is sweet. This is sweet. I love it. I'm happy to do this.
There's something about like a new second print always pops up that I don't like. That I never knew about all the time.
It's good, man. Keeps the hobby fresh and vibrant. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the blue suit is in this new series, in this new season 3 of Invincible. So that's why this book is getting so.
Okay, nice. I'm glad I put it in the thumbnail then. All right. Okay, Tales of Leonardo Blind Sight number 3 from 2006. So Jim Lawson cover art and story. So the census on this is 3.
I've never seen this.
Me neither. But this book is really freaking hot. I think this is like so from what I understand, this is like either a 3 to 4 part miniseries, and this is the hardest to find of that series. Okay, so 198 and
I mean, there's only 3, which is freaking nuts for a Turtles book.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is this a long story short worthy book?
Yeah, we should throw this on. I gotta look into it. I don't even know what the
Yeah. All right. So we had a raw copy that sold for 100, and I got to imagine maybe probably could have went for more.
Yeah. Remind me of this one for Thursday. We'll
okay. Put it all right. Yeah, man. Like if I do a dive, let's see. Leonardo Blind Spot 3. Let's see what comes up.
You get Jessica Jones with
Tales of Leonardo Blind Sight.
You can get the sale right there, and then you've got the set of them right next to it.
Yeah.
500? No.
Look at that. Yeah.
Fuck 500. No, or best offer. Okay.
Let's see what this thing sells for. Let's go to 130.
That's the whole thing. 1 through 4. Sorry.
Yep. 1 through 4. So 130 point. Really quickly, really expeditiously.
200, $300.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Wow. Well, good to know.
Yeah, I never like if I saw this like in a long box, I would have passed this up.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I probably have passed this up and not even realized it.
I know, right? Damn. All right, next up, Monster Club number 2. This is number 2.
I love this book. This is maybe my favorite Scotty Young. I don't even want to see what this thing sold for.
Okay. So I have it as number 1, but this is number 2, and this is a Scotty Young variant.
It's a cover B. Yeah, it's just
Yeah. So no CGC data on this, and a raw copy sold for $175.
I probably would have done it. I probably would have done it.
Really?
I love this book, man. I love this book. Fucking A.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, this is a book. I mean, 2003, Antarctic Press. Yeah. All right. Okay, Mark Spears Monsters #1 from 2024, cover A. This book, like over the past few weeks, like all I see are
It's
sales for
gone
this.
nuts. This book. I left. I was so I got The Bride. I went out looking for more of them. I saw this on the shelf, and I fucking left like 3 of them. Like whatever,
Bro. There was one. Okay, so there were 2 on the shelf, left 1. And
yeah.
I should have just bought. I should have bought the other one.
And there's no way that this thing was shorter ordered than that, right? This is the cover A. This is going to have most of the orders behind it.
Now, is this taken from anything?
NWA? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Is this taken from the Kickstarter, from any of the Kickstarter projects? This feels like its own thing, its own art.
I thought all of the books that came out from Keen Spot for the series were originally Kickstarters, but I don't know for a fact.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not seeing any of the I like when I look at the Kickstarter covers, I'm not seeing this one.
Yeah, I don't remember. I thought listen, there are Mark Spears experts out there now, but I thought like when he approached Keen Spot, he had all the books done. He's like, okay, here's the whole run. You want to release it to the masses, basically.
And it seems like maybe he did this one like straight for it, like for Keen Spot.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, could be. All right.
Three Rivers is saying this is the Boys homage. That makes more sense than NWA.
Yeah. All right. So 40 total on the census so far. 4 9.9s and 33 9.8s. And if you get a 9.6, just crack it out. All right. So multiple, like I was continuously, like I had to keep updating when I made this slide. So multiple sales this week for this book.
I mean, I guess it's all right, man. I don't think it's that great. You know, he's got some good stuff, but I like Mark Spears. Don't get me wrong, I like Mark Spears. Like he's like one of us in the community. Does he lean too hard into the homages though? Like, feels like almost every book he comes out is an homage of something.
Yes. And at some point, you're going to have to rely on your own sense of composition,
right?
And it feels like every cover is something else.
If you're unknown, an homage is not a bad way to get started because they won't recognize you out of the gate, but they'll recognize what you're doing. But at some point, you've got to pivot to your own thing, right?
Right.
But listen, who am I to say anything? The dude is. I can't remember an artist ever being this hot this quickly. So, God bless him. But you know,
this book is starting to be on par with that Bride book.
It's beating it, and then like more. I mean, like the 9. What's that? A 9.8? Like the Bride wasn't going for 400. I think it was going for like 300.
Damn. Okay. Okay, and another book. I have this book. I have this one as well. Mark Spears Monsters #1. So this is the flip cover variant. Foil. This is the foil flip cover variant. Okay. And so this is the primary image that you see. And then when you flip it, this is the other image.
Yeah.
So both of these are on the same cover. And actually, I like this one. I like the one on the left better.
It's cool, man.
Yeah. And 7 total on the census. 5 9.8s. And we had a 9.8 that sold for $467.
Wow.
What was interesting? Okay, so I told you about the store that I went to that had all that stuff, right? Now I left that book there, and then I think it was like I went there on a Tuesday, right? So I go back Saturday, still there. I'm just like, fine, fine. But I did not want to pay $20 for this because at the time it was only going for like maybe like 40. I'm just like, it's just gonna stay there. It's gonna stay at that price. I'm not gonna make any money off of it or any shit like that. So,
yeah, man, I've never seen anybody blow up quite like Spears, and like he seems like the nicest dude in the world. So I wish him nothing but the best. But
yeah, I don't
I've
see.
kind of reached the saturation point in the near term, but the
Mhm.
market clearly hasn't. So
Listen, I can appreciate these early ones
yeah.
for sure. If I can't find the Kickstarter ones or don't have the Kickstarter ones, I can appreciate like that early number ones.
I
Those
mean,
early
some of
number
the
ones.
early store exclusives that he did that were super low print run, like 200, 250. Like, I think over time those will cook nicely, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Okay, so that store that I went to, I went back to that store like a few weeks ago looking for a certain book, and they were like, "Oh, we deal with Diamond, and they were running late. They were running late." Okay, so I have to imagine that they were running late when it came to those Mark Spears books, and like maybe they had just put them out. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, could be it,
That's what
man.
I'm thinking. Like even
Yeah.
after they got hot, they just kind of put them out. A few weeks later. That's what I'm thinking. All right, what's next? Sally Forth number 8
Oh,
from
this damn.
1995. Adam Hughes cover. 85 total on the census, 498s. 498s. And a CGC 9H sold for $1,267 after 10 bids.
I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. Very, very tough 9.8, as we saw.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam Hughes is one of the top 5 most collectible cover artists from modern comics, hands down. So I'm not surprised.
I've got a copy that is rusted staples, ticked up, and it's not leaving my collection.
Is that the one you just found recently?
Yep, that's the one I found for $1. And
Didn't
I
I thought?
sold a copy for like
Okay, yeah, because I thought you had another copy for some reason.
yeah, okay, so I found that for like $20, sold it for like maybe 200, and then like a few years later came across this for $1. I'm like, you know what, let me hold on to it. So 1,200. And I'm surprised that the bids, to me, the price is good, but I'm surprised by the low bid count. Like I would have thought this would have been like maybe like 40 bids. That's
Yeah,
what I
I
would,
mean,
you know.
it's not a great market for auctions right now, man.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this thing is so rare though in the 9.8. And I put up on my Instagram, what would you rather have? A 9.8 Venom for pretty much the same price. Gold, Venom Gold.
This easily.
I thought you say that. All right. We're done. Okay. So I gotta go to sleep, wake up, and then shovel snow.
All right, man. Well, good shit tonight. Yeah, and we'll be back for Thursday for Long Story Short. If anybody wants to check us out.
Yeah, last week
there.
was just a lazy week, man.
Yeah,
It
I
was
mean, last
lazy.
week I was down in Florida, so I wasn't around. But we'll be back on this week.
Okay, right on. All
All
right,
right.
everybody. We will see you next week. Also, we've got Long Story Short on Thursday. So and then we'll circle back around. All right, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.